Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining today. The fly I'm going to tie is it's a stealth minnow. It's one of the minnow range that I tie and fish with, which I've had lots of success with, and so has a lot of other people that contact us and say they've been catching a lot of fish, particularly on the cheese minnow and the mojito minnow, which you can check out the videos that I've done previously. This one is a smaller size for when it can get a bit trickier as well. It's not as big as the other minnows. It's on a size 12. So the hook I'm going to put it on is a size 12 mini jig hook, ARX. The bead I've got at the front of it is black, and it's 3.8 tungsten slotted. The thread I'm going to use is black Semperfly, and it's classic wax in 8/0. So we'll get on tying it. So we've got the bead on the front. We'll just start tying it on. Make a little ramp just to keep the bead in position. And then just snip that off. So we'll go down the hook shank, down towards the bend, back up a bit. Now we're going to put a little bit of this, bit of black tinsel, crinkle flash tinsel, just along the top of the shank for it to go underneath the tail part. So I've got a little thin strand here. I'm going to double it over and then tie it on, and then pull it forward. So basically we've got 4 bits now going out the back of there. It's not very thick, but it just gives that little support under the tail. We'll go round and then over the top. What I'm going to do, cut this just past the bend. Now the tail's going to be supported a bit on that. Now the body, with it being a mini one, is this mini agate, and that's in pitch black. So this is what gives obviously the good silhouette of the fly, which is particularly good if there's colour in the water, or they don't want anything of a bright colour. That often will take the dull pitch black. That's why it's the stealth minnow. So we'll get a bit of the material, just part of the material here, small bit. Now the tail, I want the tail about the length of from the head to just behind the hook itself. So that's about right there. We'll get this tied on, take one turn over the top and one behind, and then another one over the top again, just to get that onto the top of the shank. There you go. And then I'm going to tie this down over along the shank, just tying it along there towards the head, cinching it down. Then I'm going to go back over towards the tail. Again, cinch that material in nice and tight, and then you get the body over the top of it as well. So cinch it down all the way along to in front of the bead. It's a very simple fly, but catches a lot of fish with its basic profile. Well, get what? This is very soft material, nice and thin, soft material. When the fish suck it in, they very rarely spit it out. So we'll just create the body by going up the shank. Get towards the head, over the top, come around the front, and then just take that back, and then just create a little collar between the material and the bead. Now got some super glue, a little dab of super glue on a card here, so I'm going to just, with a cocktail stick, put that super glue onto the thread, couple of turns in, get the whip finishing tool, and then I cut it in there, and then just snip that off. Now get my scissors, or change that to there, stick it over, there's my tail bit there, nice and soft. Now we've got it like that. What we're going to do now is get some of this here, which is UV nail polish. This is in white, you can get it in all different colours. Daughter uses this for our nails, different colours. But when I seen it, I thought, oh, I'll use that. That'll be lovely for eyes and dots and various things. So I've put a little bit onto a bit of plastic here, and I'm just going to use the end of a fine cocktail stick. I'll get a bit on, just a little bit on the very end, and I'm going to just put a dot on there for the eye, just like that. And I'll get the other side and do exactly the same. Just put a dot on there, like that. And there's your two eyes. So I'll harden that off using, because it's UV nail polish, I'll harden that off with a UV light on each side. Give it a few seconds to harden off. I am going to do another coat of UV over the top and over the bead for security, and that keeps the eyes on lovely. You have no problem then with the eyes coming off. So let's harden that off. We'll get the clear UV now, and we'll put a layer of that on as well. So I'll get over the top of that eye. Just go around, do this side as well, and around that bead. Right. So then we'll hit that UV with the light again, harden it off. Just get that hardened. And then what I'm going to do is cover this final coat of varnish, just to seal it all in. Get some varnish into that thread, even though there's super glue in it, we can cover it in varnish. We'll get my varnish. And just hit that into the thread on the head. And there you go. There is your mini stealth minnow, all black for the actual silhouette. When the fish are looking up, even in the coloured water, they'll see the silhouette. You've got the white eye as well. The tail and the body is very, very soft, so when it gets wet, they suck it in and they don't spit it out. It's not a big fly, but lovely for under the indicator work. It's very, very slowly under the indicator, and like the other minnows, they'll have it. If you've seen the videos of us fishing, you'll have seen how really good the minnows are. So if you haven't, check those out and get this one tied up and give it a go. So if you like that, don't forget to hit the like button. Check out the fishing videos, and thanks very much for watching. Thank you. Cheers now.